The Year of the Rising. This year began with two of our leaders, Francois and Kati, giving us some helpful tools to help us navigate through 2018. Nick proceeded to call the church to run into the things of God through his sermon called It's Time. We spent the next Sunday exploring a prophetic word that Kati brought at the end of last year for Red Point, where she said, "I hear the sound of heavy rain." This word served as a promise to us of a future of continued and greater fruitfulness, which meant that as a church, we needed to be ready for the impossible to become possible. This brought us to our faith series, where we spent time in the book of Hebrews, looking at the men and women who had faith. We spent time fasting and praying together, waiting for God to speak. We even went away as leaders to Skugheim, intent on hearing God and encouraging one another. We came away with God placing something in our hearts. For some, the dry bones of old dreams began to grow meat, muscle, and skin. Breath came back into them, and they began to live. Our series eventually ended, but our journey of faith continued. We soon found ourselves camping in an Easter series where we would spend time contemplating the author of our faith. We even had 3 individuals share how the cross impacted their story. The same cross that impacted them would impact others too. So when this series ended, it was fitting to get Wally to spend 2 weeks equipping us as a church to be effective evangelists in the places we find ourselves. Soon after that, we camped in the world of finances, where Nick spoke to us about the importance of putting God first in our finances. After that, we had ministry morning, where different ministries were showcased and the church was encouraged to get involved. As the first half of the year was ending, we began a series called Acts Empowered, which has been our journey as a church up until now. It has taught us that ordinary people, empowered by an extraordinary God, can do the impossible. We have had speakers from all over the world come and speak to us. We did not just sit and listen, we acted. Red Pointers left their city and went to the nations. They visited at least 7 nations and traveled over 110,000 kilometers. Red Pointers have given away over 1,000 meals. We have had at least 300 visitors and have had over 61 sign-ups for Starting Point. There is so much more we could say. We could talk about how Red Riot has reached young people who represent at least 18 different schools from the city and from around the world. We can speak of how Masaki Sani Ministry has empowered people. These names that have been mentioned and these faces that you see are not the main characters of the story. Many of them are old faithful laborers, while some are new laborers who have entered God's story. They are ordinary people who have families, normal jobs, and bonds to pay off. They may be ordinary, but they serve a God who isn't, and that is what makes the difference. If you are here today, it is because you have played a role in this story, and your role matters. Your role is what makes Red Point what it is. So as we look forward to 2019, we want to say that the best is yet to come. Expect big things from God and expect Him to call you to do big things.